the stages of writing your book. Let me repeat it one more time, just in case you did not hear me. Today, we're going to be discussing the stages of writing your book, not just any book, your book. By learning this information, this will help you in getting your book done so that you can hurry up and get it published, right? A lot of times we have these ideas of a book, but we don't know what the stages are, right? Concerning writing. This is about writing. So before we get into it, I want to just update you all of the discussion topics we talked about this week. Thank you for joining me. On Tuesday, on IG and YouTube, we talked about making time for writing. On Wednesday, my Victory Chat podcast, we talked about finding your writing topic. And today we're going to be talking about the stages of writing your book. The stages of writing the actual book part. We're going to talk about that today, y'all. I'm so excited, y'all. So let's get into this topic. Let's get into this topic. One of the reasons why I'm talking about this, those of you who follow me, if you're not following me or subscribe to me, it's a great time to do it now, right? Because generally on YouTube only, I give weekly how-to lessons on how to build your life and your business. Let me introduce myself. Don't want to be rude. My name is Jackie. I am a life and business coach. What I do is I help individuals just like you. I help you get your life and business organized, get you trained. So, and I also help you create multiple scalable income streams. That's right. And a book is a great way of creating passive income. So let's get into the stages of the book. Don't forget to subscribe or follow if you're on one of the other platforms. Subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll know when I have another video. Okay, so the first stages of writing your book is called the pre-writing stage. So why is it called the pre-writing stage? This is the stage that you get everything organized before you actually write. This is where you do your market research, you brainstorm of possible ideas that you might want to write. You want to do some extra things that I listed on my podcast. You want to go to my Linktree /Route to Victory and listen, because I gave you the steps on finding the topic. All that is done at the pre-writing stage. Now you are doing some writing on there. It's not just, oh, I'm going to click these buttons and I'm going to find these things and then I'm going to write. You're actually going to write because it's information you're going to use later. This is one of the reasons why I suggested that if you're writing a book and you plan on making this a business, you should create an author's business plan. Speaking of author business plan, on August the 30th, I'm doing a free training. That's right, free training. You go to my Linktree /Route to Victory. I'm going to put it in the comment below and register for this free class. It's a 45-minute class. There's no fluff. I'm just going to give you the information and we out. Anyway, so the first stage is the pre-writing stage, where you brainstorm, you do all the research because you want to look at developing your idea, which brings us to the next stage, right? The next stage excuse me. So in this, you not only come up with an idea for one, you formulate an idea, you put it together, you create a subject. What are you going to talk about, right? And also in this stage is the planning stage, where you know who the characters are, you know what you're going to have them do, what are the uh, description of the characters, like are they Black, over 40, mother of three, living in Little Rock, Arkansas, or something. What is the specifics concerning that character is part of your planning. Creating an office business plan is part of your planning. This is the pre-writing stage. Okay, so then the next stage, number 2, is the writing stage. Now, I'm not going to go in detail about the writing, but basically in the writing stage, this is where you take all the ideas, the research, everything that you came to a final conclusion that you're going to write about, the planning to smooth out all the wrinkles and stuff. And you write about it. You put more character. You create that story around those characters. That's the writing stage. The next stage is the revision stage. And you may be thinking that the revision stage happens once it gets to the editor. No, it happens before you even finish with this book. Okay, even before the editor, because you want to make sure that you're in a happy place when it comes to the information that you wrote. You want to make sure you don't need to add or rearrange or remove or replace any information about the characters or the story that you put in there. It could be that maybe you, when you were typing, maybe you put something out of sequence, and it doesn't meet the outline that you had originally for your book. So you may want to move it and stuff. You want to get that all done before you send it to the editor to edit the information, right? Then you guessed it, we're on the 4th stage. The 4th stage is the editing part. That's when the editor come and chop, 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 chops up that story that you wrote. We gotta move this. Nope, 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 nope. And all the little red marks so that your story they can take it to a next level, right? So it can be like amazing, like awesome.com, which happens in the editing stage, because you get the book back and you make, during this editing stage, after it comes from the editor, you look at the suggestions, you either make them or don't make them. If you decide to make them, you correct everything that the editor that looked at the book suggested that you make. And then, so number 1 is the pre-writing stage. Number 2 is the writing stage. Number 3 is the revision stage. Number 4 is the editing stage. And the last stage that we are at is the publishing stage. The publishing stage is simply that. That's when you make your book available for John Q. Public. One of the reasons why I've been talking about you writing your book, it's a great way to create passive income. It's a great way to establish yourself as an expert. It's a great thing or platform to build a business around, because you have a speaking topic and you can train off that information if it was nonfiction, or the creation of the fiction that you're creating. You can literally create a business around that platform. And we all love stories. This is the reason why we watch TikTok, the reason why we watch YouTube, the reason why we watch cable channels, the reason why we watch videos on Facebook, the reason why we watch videos on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch, or whatever form that you use, because video is king, honey. Information is king. But all of that information, even with the videos, it starts with writing. It starts with writing. And writing a book is a great way to catapult your career or your business, because your story is an amazing story that somebody needs to hear, right? It could be because laughter does an amazing job to our lives. You know, I love to laugh. I enjoy laughing, and I love a good book, honey. Love a good book. Speaking of a good book, y'all, I want to get the opportunity, because the last time I recorded a video, I didn't get the opportunity to show you the book. Now, 2 videos ago on YouTube, I did show the book, but right now I'm going to show everybody. So our next review, which will probably happen next week or so, our next final grade review, book review, is going to happen. And this book, y'all, can you see it? I know it's backwards. It's Believe It, How to Go from Underestimated to Unstoppable by Jamie Kern Lima, founder of It Cosmetics. So we're going to grade it. And I'm really excited that I decided to add book reviews on my platform. Like, I've done it before, but I'm really like going in, creating a video to really guide you all. And since my last video where I gave a review on another book, on a previous book, I gave a review on this book the last time, I've updated the way I evaluate the book, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be able to tell you, okay, why did it receive the grade? And we'll go through each line item to see what the category was and what the score was. And then I'll be able to give you the final grade. So it's going to be amazing piece of content. It's going to be amazing, the experience. So, like I said, if you're not subscribed to me, honey, I don't know what you're doing. You need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Another way to get to my YouTube channel is you go to bit.ly/Jackie's YouTube. So here's the thing. When you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I do spontaneous shout outs. So that is an amazing way for you to get your name or your channel known on YouTube, because I spontaneously, when I see that I've gotten a new subscriber, I spontaneously do a shout out. I spontaneously, or excuse me, randomly is the word, not spontaneous, randomly select a subscriber to do a shout out. So if you want to shout out on social media so people will know who you are, you want to make sure you go to bit.ly/Jackie's YouTube and subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you know when a new video posted. So, what are you waiting on? Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe already. Subscribe and let me know what books you read down in the comments below. Who knows? I may pick up the book that you wrote and do a review on it. And you may even I may even do a random shout out for who selected or suggested that book.